been a lot of digging going on here. Most of the mess I have here has been cleaned up. Much of the material brought into the basement, either used or stored. I like rocks, and so I have gathered more. These pieces from the charcoal production, the ones that were why is this focus? Oh shit. Yeah, so you see this, this is just temporarily laying here because it has some sort of distinction in its color, and also it will kill all the growth under, so that stays dead, and then I could dig up and use it later. This one's just there, and here I placed a bunch more rocks around trees here, and it's near the trees here I will be placing this bed. So I filled up with dirt dug up from there, and then I put a layer of charcoal that I made there, and my plan is to put potatoes on these, and then I will fill up with more dirt up until the rim of these rocks. I'll need to get some more rocks, but so like these big motherfuckers here, I got them from down there, and there's still more digging to go. Speaking of which, you can see I've been throwing up a bunch of crap from down here. The sandy soil and stuff, what was sandy from down here, I threw up there to kind of mix with the growth, and then it turns more into soil, and then we'll see what happens. And I'm tempted to actually eventually dig my way around this rock here as well, dam up there. And now it's currently draining, but I'm going to dam it up at some point and gradually throw dirt up on these trees here so they grow faster, and as they get mounded with dirt they will grow roots on the side, and they will have pretty deep roots as the mound grows up. And I want the water to hold it back, so I have like a little lake here, ideally surrounding this big rock. And then so the soil here has been dug up to be making miscellaneous beds here and there, in part also to drain this area so I can begin construction over there. And so yeah, and here I have been digging up to kind of make a passage. You see it dug through everything over there. Dug down a tree that one was tipped over when I moved here, and they had to clear the area a bit. This one, I chopped off the tree, and it's buried up at the edge, and you see the rocks up there. I shall show you soon. They are also a wall that I'm going to be making along the border. You might notice this is actually quite, like, it's reaching me almost at the hip. So it's pretty like well situated as being stairs. So what I'm going to do, because you see it's already draining, it doesn't pool, the water keeps, like the overall inclination of this hill is downwards. So what I'm going to do is having some smaller rocks and then some flat rocks to have stairs. And the smaller rounder rocks, they will that's because while it is raining it is flooding, but you won't be stepping on it if you have some. Yeah, when I get done I'll show you. Yeah, I keep getting more rocks. I'm gonna repeat what I've done over there along the borderline here. So I will be probably digging my way right through here, and then as you can see this stone wall here, it's going to be reaching up until here. You see this being the this being the stairway over to the other side. You see the houses over there. There's going to be a stairway to the other part, and let's see, it's pretty much like along the axis from where I'm standing and where the pile of rocks is, up to the top there is where my property kind of goes. So I'm gonna have the rocks start here, which it goes down where I'm pointing more or less. That's where the a little bit to the right of that tree, that's where the line goes. So that's where I'm trying to make this rock raised bed thingy there. And as you can see, it's quite a distance to go. And these are kind of handy. People are going to throw it away, and I told them just dump it over at my place because it's easier than dirt, and if you just bury some dirt on it, it becomes dirt. These are more rocks here that was thrown over from down there. I think I'm going to leave an opening here as a passage as well, because this bed becomes pretty long. So if you're going to be using this, you know, not just as a mounting wall or something. Oh, and that's another thing. So like once I've done that, I'll make another one here, and probably this one will be more triangular because it will be smaller. Maybe I'll just relocate that tree or place a tree dead center on it, because a lone tree, like in a bigger space, it won't really do much unless it becomes really big. And you know, you just cut it then. And so it will continue. This is here. This is sort of marking, kind of forecasting what's going to happen. Nice little lilies. And if I manage to get rocks enough, this is where I'll start damming up behind. You see, so the water can actually mount up. It will be around here. And then eventually, I guess I might do some stairs here, but it's kind of nice enough to just walk on the rocks. So, but I will do some stairs here. Here they chop, and like, since I have rough boots right now, it's okay. But if you have like fine shoes and you want to visit me, you know, you might be tearing up your shoes. So I'm thinking putting a bunch of flat rocks here, so you can simply walk to my entry. And yeah, I'm tempted to make a bed here, but I'm not sure if it's so close to the road that I risk having issues with the local municipalities. But I'm probably gonna have like something akin to that. I'm gonna have here. And this is getting like a long video. I should probably stop. Oh yeah, one more thing. So all this here, there's actually a lot of big sinkholes in there, so this doesn't look like much, but it was this hole here, all of it went in there, and these patches of holes here, so it's kind of more evened out a little bit. I want these trees to grow really fast because they're so low that even if they're tall, they won't be interfering with any, you know, gardening stuff here. They will shield the sound pollution from the road, as well as, you know, people walking by. I don't need to see their tired faces. I see them often enough. So, ooh, you see, more rocks. So having a shovel, it's actually quite fun. And so here it goes. And of course this doesn't stop. I'm going to do something similar here. This since I moved in, I've been kind of burying my food waste and paper without plastic, that is. Just take dirt, fill up here. And now it's come to a point where I'm going to start solidifying up here with rocks all the way here. So you can see like the line where it will go more or less, and up until here. So yeah, roughly the same width as the one over there, and it should go along here. And of course, as you may have already gathered, the same is to be applying from here. So there's a path here, but the wall goes here, and it is the trees that are, by the way, the defining markers here. The trees combined with the topology is what kind of I use them as landmarks. And so see here, the inclination is the topology makes it so that it's easier to just go walk up here. So here I'm likely to have a bed because it's in front of the tree, so the tree is not going to shield it that much. And then I have another bed here, for example, and I believe I would be having, since the tree there is small, and this tree, well, it will be big because this one keeps getting fertilized and very bushy. Yeah, you got to. I have a lot of place to play around, but I'm probably never ever going to finish what I'm thinking. But safe to say, it involves a lot of rocks and dirt and digging and planting and yeah. When it comes to the coal, this cat, she loves those coal piles of mine as her litter boxes, so she keeps fertilizing them before I get to use them. Fortunately, I forget that she does that by the time I have grown my stuff. You see, you can actually grow stuff straight on coal. This is granted a very resilient, fucking bugs. This is a very resilient plant, but deep tap roots. But yeah, coal is gold. Was there anything else? Oh yeah, I gotten some materials that I'm gonna use. Oh yeah, I actually think I'll finish up here. So I'm hoping to, they will tell me in a couple of weeks or so whether I can get some of the mass they have there and the rocks in particular. And so what I'm thinking of doing is having this scrap wood, a lot of the scrap wood, I'll have it buried down here, and then let them fill it up so that a bridge can be made for them to drive and dump the mass on here. And then from here on I can spread it around and start making the passages with rocks and what have you, which will of course take 350,000 years. You know, I'll probably need someone to deal with the remaining 25 years or something like that. But yeah, I have a lot of shit to do. I have a lot of digging over there to do, which I've already done, but I'm gonna have to dig some more. But for that, I'm gonna see if I can acquire some sea sand, or like from the sea over there. Oh, camera is shit, but it's over there. I might be able to get a decent amount, and I want that over there because behind the house it won't get a lot of sun, and I also don't want a lot of stuff to be growing there, so I might as well just have it kind of sterilized. Oh, what a wonderful day. Lovely day.